Right, disclaimer before we get started, I am using Sentinel V2. Sentinel V3 will be 237.3602% better than Sentinel V2. And for any retard that is going to use security as an excuse, you are a retard. Bye Sentinel. What is going on guys, Penix today back with another video, and today we're not going to be looking at one exploit or script or anything like that, but we're going to be looking at two main exploits that are considered basically the best in the community, and to find out which one is really the best. Whilst a lot of people in the community may say Sentinel is better than Synapse or Synapse is better than Sentinel, but obviously there is a vast majority that believe Synapse may be better than Sentinel because Synapse has a larger user base than Sentinel currently. What we're going to be looking at today is not preference, because 99% of those people are just basing it off preference, just because they never tested the exploit or because they haven't actually looked at benchmarks to see what's actually better. They just state, oh, this is better, without looking at actual statistics. So that's what we're going to be looking at. Today we're going to be testing stability, execution power, and speeds for both of the exploits. I'm going to keep this as fair as possible. I'm going to benchmark both of them on the same base plate. I'm going to keep everything the same and do my best not to be biased towards anything. So obviously this is Synapse, this is Sentinel. I'm not going to be judging the UI. That's preference, that's what you prefer basically. What I'll be starting off with is benchmarking DEX. You may be asking, how am I benchmarking DEX? So it's pretty simple. Currently at the top of the script I have a local start tick, and then at the bottom I have a print time start tick. So I'll be using this script on both Synapse and Sentinel. As you guys can see, I just pasted it from Sentinel. There's nothing else that's being changed, so that's straight into Synapse like that. I will not be using auto attach. I'll be using unlock FPS on both of the exploits, as you guys can see, and that's the settings for both of them. And I'll be using this base plate right here. After I've tested the speeds, I will do 100 manual injections on the left side for Sentinel and 100 manual injection on the right side for Synapse to see what crashes more, what executes faster and injects faster. Alright guys, so we're in the game. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to be executing the DEX 10 times on both exploits. This will show us the client memory usage, and this will show us the mean number of how long it takes to execute on average basically. And we're going to be doing the same thing with Synapse and Sentinel. So we're going to start off with Sentinel. I've edited this line out. This is just to basically allow me to execute DEX 10 times. So we're going to do that. We're going to attach first of all. So this is currently our client memory usage. It's 254. So let's attach Sentinel. And this number should go up by about 20. So there we go. Only 20. There was no spike when injecting or anything. It was very smooth. Okay, let's go ahead and execute DEX 10 times. And this will give us an output right here. I'm going to keep a 1 second delay between each execution. And I'm going to do the same for Synapse. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So obviously DEX is quite a large script, so 9,000 lines. As you guys can see, it increases the usage of memory once it starts loading more, and it will take a bit longer to load. So out of 10, we're going to add this up and divide it by 10. Okay, so that is our mean number right here. So on average it should take around 0.776. so obviously don't rely on this number, because as you guys can see, there are speeds that are way faster, which is 0.42, but an average for Sentinel would be somewhere around here if you just execute the DEX once. But obviously this is a benchmark to see how long it would take after 10 times, for example, or 9 times. So this is these are the numbers right here. So but this is what Sentinel sits at normally, between 0.42 and 0.50. So this is the first time execution on DEX, and as you guys can see, it handles DEX really well, about 5 times right here. And then once it starts loading more DEXs, you guys will see that it starts to spike up a bit and uses a lot more memory. We're going to do the exact same thing for Synapse. We're just going to rejoin, and there we go. I copied and pasted the script right over. We're going to rejoin and do the exact same thing for Synapse. Alright, so we're now in game. We're going to attach Synapse. We're currently sitting a bit higher client memory usage. There we go, it's back down once it loads Roblox. 251, attach, and this will spike up a lot. Yeah, there we go, 121 that it went up. That is quite a lot of client memory usage, obviously just from injection. So I know some people that have lower NPCs with 4 gigs of RAM. That's going to take a lot more memory. Anyway, once we inject it, we're going to execute DEX the same way 10 times. We're going to keep a 1 second delay in between, hopefully, the same with Sentinel. And we're going to get some times here. So let's go first execution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I kind of gave it a bit more time there, because if I was to carry on executing at those speeds, what would end up happening would take even longer to load. So I gave it a bit more time there just so it can load in DEX properly before executing. But we can see there's a massive leap right here. Obviously, the average of Synapse sits between 0.44 as well, because this is actually the fastest I've seen it execute. I've never seen it faster. I think fastest I've seen it was 0.42, but this is the average right here. The first 5, the same as Sentinel. On first execution, I would assume 0.64. But as you guys can see, as we start loading in more DEXs, the time goes quite high up. And the memory usage is not much higher than Sentinel's after executing that many DEX, but it's still higher. Obviously, there's that injection. But I believe the first DEX execution put it right above 400, which is much higher than Sentinel's. Obviously, you would never be executing 10 DEX at the same time, but this is just to benchmark and show you the difference in execution speed and power. So obviously, in this case, Sentinel takes the lead with way better statistics and way less client usage, which proves that Sentinel is superior when it comes to speeds and execution power. Alright, so next what we're going to be looking at is a time lapse between Sentinel and Synapse, 100 manual injections. So a lot of you may say, why didn't you do automatic injections? Okay, so first of all, it took me a long time to do 200 injections in total. So having to do another 200 is going to take even longer. After seeing the upcoming time lapse, you'll understand why I didn't do a automatic injection test for Sentinel. Okay, so before we get started, there is a statement that I want to give. So I've tried my best for both of the exploits to only inject once I've hit the platform. That gives Roblox enough time to load in everything and make sure it injects properly and that there's no lag in the game itself. So that's the first thing I want to clear up. Midway between Sentinel injections, I accidentally swapped my windows because I was trying to type in chat, and I swapped my desktop to my left desktop because I was trying to type in chat to get someone to stay on the server, so it keeps the server loaded. This way I can join faster and not slow down. But there was a few slowdowns because the server wasn't loaded because there was no one in it. So I was trying to type in Discord to get Kowalski to join my server so he can keep it loaded in. But in the end, it doesn't matter because of the following clips that you'll see anyway. And for those that will assume that, oh, I just tried to swap my desktop because Sentinel crashed, that's not the case. At the end, I've even showed the Sentinel log. If it was to ever crash, it would say failed to load, and this means that there was a crash. And somewhere midway through Sentinel, Roblox by itself crashed. So that was Roblox crash. It was loading up and it crashed. Obviously, that was not Sentinel because I wasn't attaching or anything. That's just a normal Roblox crash. They tend to happen 1 in 1,000 or something like that. So that was probably because I was spamming rejoining, but that's not Sentinel. And the last thing I want to go over is, I believe due to the client memory usage, or it may just be a Synapse thing, I'm not really sure, but you cannot rejoin at certain speeds. Obviously with Sentinel you can see I'm rejoining like crazy fast because I can leave crazy fast. I inject, executes, and I leave, and I can join without getting restricted by the API. But in Synapse's case, I had to slow down a tiny bit, but I try to keep as speed as I can, because what ends up happening is once joining and injecting, it doesn't actually leave straight away. It takes a bit to leave, so that was a downside for Synapse. Anyway, somewhere midway throughout the clip, Synapse decided to start messing up as well, and that was due to crashes. And what ended up happening was it wasn't allowing me to inject, and I had to open up Task Manager to get rid of Roblox, and that's why I keep having to restart Synapse to manage to inject. At one point, the memcheck bypass failed, I believe, because I got kicked from Roblox of a unexpected client behavior. So that's normally when the memcheck bypass. I could be wrong, but I believe that's the reason. Anyway, without further ado, I'll let the exploits speak for themselves so we can get some real statistics, and we can use the statistics to prove others wrong in this case. And I'll leave a little message for the loser at the end.
Kumbaya, my lord, I might say things that you might not support. When do I drop the torch, bless my enemies with whom I mop the floor with? It's true, my thoughts are morbid. I'ma do my job, of course, shit. Can't fit in my shoes, niggas wishing I lose, I'ma get it like whoo. I done left it all behind me in Cali while yelling goodbye to my family. I had to do a little soul search. All of my demons kept on fighting and scrapping. Inside of my mind I was crashing, maybe I was having a growth spurt. They tell me I should go out and mingle, it don't work. I've contemplated on whether or not to smoke perp. Think you sick in the head, come visit my shed. I live on the edge, let's jump, shit, I'll go first. Yikes, quite preposterous. White kids soaking up the hype up off it. Hi, I'm Hobbs and I'm obnoxious. I've been talking like the guy from Boston. Watch me rise to top 10. You know what I mean, ain't no one like me. I'ma turn all of my haters to some overnight fiends. I done made a lot of money from exposing my grief. Flow catch bodies like it's COVID-19, nigga. Bitch, listen, I'm exerting the gas fumes. I'm the asshole who goes to work in the bad mood. Me and my alter ego make a murderous rap group. I'm handing beef to niggas like I'm serving the fast food. I should have been spazzed, now the burden is past due. Haters wanna laugh at all the hurdles I ran through, but the word on the avenue is now they wanna watch you pee like a fucking pervert in the bathroom, nigga. Ill, yeah. The ladies always tell me I'm a real cunt. These whack motherfuckers, that's a meal. Lunch on every instrumental, I'ma spill guts and I'm still nuts. Like Robocop scrotum, I'm giving niggas hell, but I really hope I'm not going. And if I do, I'm pulling up with hoes in my form, while the man above is watching with his coke and popcorn. Well, I guess I'm a villain, labeled as strange, labeled a clown, labeled deranged, labeled as someone you might put to shame, labeled a freak who's unable to change. I'm sick in the head, but sick with the grind. I am not something you casually find. Where's the light? Give me a sign, cause I got way too much shit on my mind, and I'ma get it all out. Kumbaya, my lord, I might say things that you might not support. When do I drop the torch, bless my enemies with whom I mop the floor with? It's true, my thoughts are morbid. I'ma do my job, of course, shit. Can't fit in my shoes, niggas wishing I lose, I'ma get it like I've been noticing this shift in the industry. Too many niggas who appear to be gritty, flashing they nice jewels, bragging about some pills and packing a rifle. You just gonna be another rapper to die soon. That's another body off the market. Rigor mortis, see them beef for police, saw the carcass. Some of these niggas really bout it, they gon' show you all the carnage. Now your mama gotta see you dropping slowly on a harness. Shit, it might be mean ass, I really mean it. The reject that you all love, I ain't He-Man. Some niggas ain't got a piss and pot they can pee in. They hate the planet, so they come at you looking for revenge. That's why I gotta go to sleep with the 9-tuck. Niggas creeping, I fuck it, I ain't leaving survivors. One squeeze of your spine bust. Actually, I don't want your dirty corpse on my carpet. Get the fuck out of here. My attitude's that of a Hulk smash, mixing Tony Montana snorting bags of his coke stash. If it's true that I'm a savage at cold rap, I might as well rock a white jacket and Pope hat. Dissing me is like having your throat gagged and fuck till your inside sagging and prolapse. Big and Pac was a tragedy, no cap, but hearing me rap is like having them both back. Yeah, so how can you deny not for rude as I living on cloud 9? Better believe the altitude is high. Niggas say the game's better hops, and now that you've arrived, about to lace you motherfuckers with an album you can buy. Yes, I had to go retarded, I was dropped at birth. Fuck all y'all, I'ma let my cock disperse. I got a constant urge to let the bombs emerge, and the only time I'm worn out is when his hops emerge. I'm a villain, labeled as strange, labeled a clown, labeled deranged, labeled as someone you might put to shame, labeled a freak who's unable to change. I'm sick in the head, but sick with the grind. I am not something you casually find. Where's the light? Give me a sign, cause I got way too much shit on my mind, and I'ma get it all out. Kumbaya, my lord, I might say things that you might not support. When do I drop the torch, bless my enemies with whom I mop the floor with? It's true, my thoughts are morbid. I'ma do my job, of course, shit. Can't fit in my shoes, niggas wishing I lose, I'ma get it like I'm a savage at cold rap, I might as well rock a white jacket and Pope hat. Dissing me is like having your throat gagged and fuck till your inside sagging and prolapse. Big and Pac was a tragedy, no cap, but hearing me rap is like having them both back. Yeah, so how can you deny not for rude as I living on cloud 9? Better believe the altitude is high. Niggas say the game's better hops, and now that you've arrived, about to lace you motherfuckers with an album you can buy. Yes, I had to go retarded, I was dropped at birth. Fuck all y'all, I'ma let my cock disperse. I got a constant urge to let the bombs emerge, and the only time I'm worn out is when his hops emerge. I'm a villain, labeled as strange, labeled a clown, labeled deranged, labeled as someone you might put to shame, labeled a freak who's unable to change. I'm sick in the head, but sick with the grind. I am not something you casually find. Where's the light? Give me a sign, cause I got way too much shit on my mind, and I'ma get it all out. Kumbaya, my lord, I might say things that you might not support. When do I drop the torch, bless my enemies with whom I mop the floor with? It's true, my thoughts are morbid. I'ma do my job, of course, shit. Can't fit in my shoes, niggas wishing I lose, I'ma get it like That's another body off the market.